and welcome. The only crime of those people whose lives were snuffed out in the most horrific manner with body parts charred and littered all over the place like garbage is that they are Nigerians. The people of Tundunbiri in Kaduna State woke up in a day that is supposed to be a day of rejoicing where they celebrate their religious festival to massive destruction of their lives and property. As it is said that Nigeria happens to every Nigerian, it's just a matter of time. That day, 3rd of December 2023, happened to be the day marked for these people. Nigeria wasn't this bad, but to our greatest dismay, the more and more these people who have been in power have bragging rights. For over 30 years, as they put it, that they have been in power for this long and that long. The more we see them in the corridors of power, the more the country goes down the drain. Aren't we supposed to hold these people responsible for the level of decay, the level of carnage, the wreck that Nigeria has become? No one wants to take responsibility and no one wants to be held accountable despite holding offices for the number of years they brag. We have watched our country degenerate into what Nigerians are not proud to identify with. It is evident in the massive exit of its young population from the country. The military makes several mistakes. With successive accidental discharges, it can no longer be called a mistake. Like they put it, the military said they made a mistake. You shoot once, the same target. Twice, the same target. Thrice, the same target. And the question comes, is your arrow and bow meant for just that sport? Or it's a mistake too many that we no longer would take it. We will continue to shout that this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable that in this century, military personnel are still killing its people in the name of excuses. They tell you they launch military operations. Yet, it is civilian operations wiping Nigerians off. Like they are in a war that in a singular strike, this number of people lost their lives. Over 120 people lost their lives in the most horrific way on the 3rd of December, courtesy of the military that is supposed to protect them. At this point, suffice me to say that the ruling class in Nigeria are bloodthirsty demons. Otherwise, they would have declared a national mourning day for what happened in Tundunbiri. They would have been in sackcloth and ashes, amending for the carelessness of government that cost the people their lives. Their president is just sending condolences. In saner countries, the president will be on scene, would have visited the people. The people are subdued. That is why those who make them fatherless, make them motherless, who make them childless, will own up to the strike like a terrorist organization. And to add insult to injury, go to apologize like nothing happened. Make excuses and call it the will of God. You bomb someone once. You didn't realize it's a mistake. Then you bring it on the second time. The number of casualties in the second strike became more than what it was in the first strike. The numbers are conflicting. As usual, we hear they are 60, we hear they are 80, we hear they are 120, we hear they are 150. That shows you the value placed on life in a country called Nigeria, where it no longer matters if it is 1 life or 2 lives or 3 lives, that the numbers are no more an issue. People lost their life trying to rescue their fellow citizens. It will become a problem now to go rescue people because you don't know what will become of you. Helpless people who do not have the attention of governments now has it or have it. They do not have the attention of their governments. They get it in death. And the military come to blame the people for intelligence. They say it is the people. The terrorists hide with them. The people are blamed when they die for intelligence. They don't give government, they don't give the military, they don't give the Air Force, they don't give the police, they don't give all the parastatal of government enough information and intelligence to be able to protect them. What a shame. The more I decide to keep quiet, the more I can't take it. I have shedded tears and I couldn't forgive myself to keep quiet about this carnage. That community, because I don't understand how this kind of thing will happen. What happens in Nigeria is that people at the corridors of power assume absolute power and they abuse these powers. They can operate without recourse to hierarchy of authority. Let it be clear to the world today that Nigeria kills her citizens. Nigeria is a country that kills her people. When we have a government that feels that they have power over the lives of the people and can treat it as a piece of trash, who do we run to? We can no longer live our lives in the hands of those people who feel that they can give it and take it whenever they like. What happened, that strike, that bombing, the lynching of those people, the massacre of innocent civilians in Tundumbiri, in Kaduna State, is totally unacceptable. And Nigerians can never take it. We cannot accept it. Government better do something to wake up those people that are dead. They better do something to bring them back. They better do something to ensure that no longer will this happen within a short time. Between 2017 and now, Nigerians have been pouring into the graves like garbage, courtesy of the Nigerian armed forces. We that are alive and breathing are not better than those people who lost their life on the day of celebration. We are not better. We don't even know when it will become us. So anybody feeling like it doesn't concern me or it didn't happen to me, Nigeria do happen to Nigerians. It depends on whose turn it's going to be. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. As far as I know, military operations don't just carry airplanes, war-ready planes, drones, or whatever, and go to any site and start shooting. You don't just do that like you want to take your bicycle to run an errand. In the hierarchy of force, they would have concluded that we are going to do a strike here. This is the modus operandi. This is the tactics. These are the coordinates. Someone will be told to engage when they zero in on targets. What intelligence did they have? What did they gather? What conclusions did they make? Who was on ground to say it's okay to strike at this point? The military has a lot of explaining to do. These things don't happen. We live in a country where they make excuses. Even the people make excuses for government. And that is why we have watched our country go down the drains, decaying, that everybody is now a victim. Look at the mass exodus of Nigerians from Nigeria, simply because it's no longer safe to be a Nigerian. Finally, they pitch us against ourselves. When it happens in the north, they will send an Igbo to make a statement. When it happens in the south, they send a northerner to make a statement. When it happens in the west, they send the north central to make a statement. And then the vulnerable Nigerians will say, it is the Igbo that is doing us. It is the Hausa that is doing us. It is the Yoruba that is doing us. Our governments have been our destruction. They have been the problem of Nigeria. The politicians who have perpetrated themselves in power and no longer care about the people. They are now at ease in Zion. The complacency has become so much that it does not matter any longer when a Nigerian life is lost. They give it tax and justify the enormity by the number of persons that died. They boldly go to those places and tell them it's military operation and that they will continue until they get the place rid of miscreants, people that are mourning. Enough of this inhumanity. Enough of this. We are Nigerians. We have a heart. Government officials who are not ready to do their jobs should leave. Those people who should be accounting to Nigerians over these lives have to do so. We can no longer take it the way it is now. There has to be an overhaul. We cannot continue like this.
The thing happened around 9:30 in the night. So we have seen the aeroplane going without lights. So we are making Maulid in the night, and we are many with our children, all our people. We just invite so many people in the place, and we just see the aeroplane. So the aeroplane has thrown the bomb 2 times. The first one have killed many people, and we just go around, we just pass away. And within few time we come back. We are trying to gather our people just who are looking for the first aid, and then the aeroplane come back again and threw the bomb again. They have killed almost 90 people, and so many people are pieces, and some people are single. We just gathered yesterday in the morning, but we have almost 69 patients. We are together in this hospital. So we are calling the government to assist us, because we don't have something that we are going to protect ourselves. There's no bonding.